Hi, what's up everyone? Carl Wolf here, and today we are playing The Last Case of John Morley, a new mystery detective game that I'm very interested to check out, so let's get into it. New game, obviously. In the depths of darkness, he awoke with a start, heart pounding in his chest. The cold earth beneath him, unfamiliar and damp. Darkness surrounded him, thick and oppressive, the kind that swallowed every sound except his own ragged breathing. He tried to gather his thoughts, but they were scattered, lost in the fog of confusion and fear. Where was he? How had he gotten here? His legs trembled as he forced himself to stand, the weight of an unknown terror pressing down on him. Somewhere, in the depths of the trees, he could hear it. Something was following him. Hey, youngster, welcome in. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing good today, and hope you had a good stream earlier. Time buries all truths beneath shadows, but the past always has a way of clawing its way back to the surface, demanding to be heard, no matter the cost. Oh, we're in?
Where am I?
Alright, well, when I click out, it'll mute. But I need to turn on chat then.
I know it's following me. I can feel it.
Before that, I need to lower the sensitivity a bit. This one. To 0.5. Why? There we go. There we go. Do I have a flashlight? I do not. Guess we're going this way? Can I run? I can. Hey, look, a lamp. A lantern. Can I have it? I cannot have it. This way? Oh, this way. Alright, right off the bat, this game is pretty.
I shouldn't have taken such a risk.
What risk did you take? I see another light. What is that sound? Stop screaming. We're getting to the creepy part of the forest.
That sound. It's coming from the
Yeah,
river.
I was gonna say. Oh. Oh, I got lost. Run from the water. Oh, now we have to cross it? It's not gonna grab us, is it? Can I see it? What is it?
If it catches me, it will show no mercy.
If what catches you? This is just a dream, right? I don't know how much supernatural stuff is in this. All I know is that we're supposed to solve a murder case from 20 years ago of some rich woman's
I know
daughter.
it's hidden somewhere in this forest.
And supposedly, he got hurt on his last case.
I should be able to see its light soon.
And yet he's still taking this case. Did we find it?
At last. I can gather my strength and plan how to face that monstrous thing.
I feel like you're just cornering yourself. Trapping yourself. Are you sure about this? Eee, found him. Last day in the hospital. The piercing light of the morning sun stirred John from his restless sleep. For months, strange nightmares had plagued him, and even the strongest sedatives couldn't dull the weird visions that haunted his mind. Another day in this wretched hospital. His wound still ached, but he felt no regret. Despite the accident, he'd brought the culprit of those ghastly crimes to justice. After all, isn't that the duty of any good private detective?
The name's
it is.
John Morley, private detective, and today is a momentous day. After enduring the most exquisite tortures at the hands of those blasted nurses, and being pumped full of enough medicine to fell an ox, today I'm finally free.
Yay!
Who would have thought that the case of the Red Shoes murder would end the way it did? A stormy night, soaked to the skin, wrestling that brainless killer on a rooftop.
Pretty sure there's no
Then a slip
previous game.
and a five.
But that sounds fun.
Plunge.
What? Oh, hi. Just came right in.
It appears you're awake at last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while longer.
Well, I appreciate it.
I bring you good news. The latest test results are favourable, and the doctor has authorised your discharge. You are now officially
What, now you're bringing that
ready to
news?
go.
Didn't we just say we're free
I have
already?
placed your belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
The clothes and the woman.
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the wardrobe to keep them from getting wrinkled.
Appreciate it. My belongings.
My belongings? I thought everything was already in the room.
There are a few valuables and some coins we kept for safekeeping. They are in the box on the table.
Fair enough. In case someone would have came in here and robbed me. The nightmares.
I've been having nightmares.
The doctor has prescribed some medication that should help address any residual effects. This should assist in alleviating your nightmares.
You're just going to drug me up? Results in discharge.
So I'm better now.
Yes, you are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been satisfactory, and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life.
Are you sure?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. I wish you all the best.
Sounds like you just want to get rid of me. Open the case files to view character information and clues. It probably just told me how to do that, and I wasn't paying attention. It's not telling me. Oh, key findings. I and M. Ah, I see. Beth Kelly, age 32, nurse, head of the ward at St. Difna, it's a F. Difna Hospital. She oversaw my recovery after I was badly injured, following a dangerous conclusion to my last case. A steady hand and sharp eyes, but you can tell she carries the weight of the job. Okay. So Give me my watch.
Blimey, it's nearly noon. I must have lost track of time in those blasted nightmares.
Anything else? Monday, 5th February 1945.
Trench coat and fedora hat. Every detective's must have.
Oh, absolutely. What else we got? Medical discharge. Patient number 5567. Room 27. Date, February 3rd, 1945. Subject, discharge resolution report. Attending Dr. A. Forner. Final review and conclusions. The patient has demonstrated satisfactory improvement in all preoperative objectives. The surgical procedure conducted under Protocol ETD-03 has been deemed successful in all respects. Upon completion of final tests and provided that the patient reports feeling physically and mentally prepared, medical discharge is advised. No post-operative complications are anticipated at this time. Continued observation during recovery is recommended to ensure patient stability.
That's me, the Bloodhound Morley.
Hey.
Story of my life. Nearly broke.
Probably because of those hospital bills, am I right?
I better get dressed. The hospital gown that ties in the back doesn't exactly scream professional.
So I grabbed my clothes, but I didn't get dressed?
Blimey, what a fool I took onto that rain-soaked pavement. And to top it off, with that downpour, I ruined my best suit. But, well, that's all water under the bridge now. Quite literally.
So that just said the same thing. So, get dressed? Ah. So I can't wear my... Did I put my trench coat on, or am I just carrying it? Here, let's put on our clothes.
Looks brand new. The collar's pristine. Well-structured shoulders, nicely padded. Gives off an air of authority. Keeps the crooks wary and catches the ladies' eyes.
Even more so if I don't wear pants. Who needs pants in this world?
I usually use the Windsor knot. I should get myself a pair of derbies.
I
Or
just put on my
brogues.
shoes.
They're much more comfortable.
Alright,
Besides,
I'm dressed.
If I slipped, it was because of those damned hard soles. So the mystery woman who took my clothes to the cleaners was Penny after all.
Elementary.
Seems she's still got a soft spot for me. Could there be a chance I might win her over?
You are interested in her? Alright, that's enough. We don't need those. Not where I'm going.
There's notes from Penny, my secretary. She must have left it here a few days ago while I was still under
Why
observation.
are you trying to hit on your secretary? John, I'm awfully sorry, but I just can't keep going like this. You've been laid up in that hospital for ages, and I've been left skint with no wages coming in for months now. I don't think you still have a chance, John. Before, with the state you were in, I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I thought it best to let you get better in peace. But the other day, Dr. Forner rang and said they were finally going to let you out, so I figured it was time to tell you. I haven't been to the office in a month, and believe me, I'll miss Hawthorne Street and that old moldy brick building of ours. But I've got to move on. And you know, even before the accident, you still owed me 3 months' pay. Peter and I are planning to get married, and I need some stability. She already had someone. What do you mean you had no chance at all? I hope you understand. I've left my key under the doormat. I've paid the water and electric bills, so those are in your hands now. But we owe you even more money. Goodbye, John. I wish you all the luck in the world. P.S. A few days ago, an older woman came by asking for you. I told her you might be back at the office this afternoon. She seemed quite eager to have a word with you. Penny.
Damn it, Penny. I don't blame her, though. I'm a right mess. I've managed to lose the only 2 things that kept me... These do a fine job of hiding any belly.
Oops.
Can't complain about that.
Oops. Wait. No. Oh, well. My bad. Well, I guess we're done. Investigate every corner of your hospital room. So I can't go this way? Okay.
I'd better hurry up. Just like Penny says in her note, I might have a new client this afternoon. And with the way things are going, I can't afford to let that slip away.
Yeah, we need that pay. Or you need to get a new job. Hello. Goodbye. What was your name again? Goodbye, Mrs. Kelly. Go away. Oh. Or Miss Kelly. Goodbye. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for torturing me, apparently.
Alright, let's get moving. Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
John Morley's office. At last, back to the streets and the cold comforts of foggy old London. The chimneys filled the air with the familiar tang of cold dust, while the rhythmic hum of the small industries in Whitechapel, Stepney, and Southwark rang in his ears like a symphony. Soon he'd be seated in his cluttered, dusty office once more, ready for the next case. Perhaps finishing off some forgotten bottle of whiskey tucked away in a drawer, and mourning the irreplaceable loss of his assistant, Penny.
Back again. Feels like stepping into a forgotten paradise.
Can I zoom? I cannot zoom. Okay. Halt the epidemic. Stop spitting? Stop spitting. Yeah, good luck with that. Border Collie puppies for sale. Ooh, can we have one? We could use a partner. I mean, if your last case went horribly wrong, maybe a dog would help. It's dark. Alright, up we go.
Everything's got that same old charm, and yet feels oddly new.
Yeah.
This hospital stint's given me a bit of a new outlook. Maybe I'll take it a shade easier from now on, sticking to cases that don't demand a trip to the morgue.
Sinful secret, the naughty cat. Interesting. Madame Marquez, tarot reading and psychic visions. Oh, there's mine. Indigo Stories, publishers of Mystery... No. Do I live with a bunch of, like, actors and writers or something? What's going on here? A mighty mass of brick and smoke and shipping. Great warehouse waters, venerable piles, bridges that arch to the foam-whitened slipping tideways and light innumerable. Another novel. Oh, let me guess, it's locked? Yep.
Here they are. Penny's keys. Just like it says in her note.
Thank you, Penny. Shouldn't I fix that? Okay.
Even the coppers missed it. The slant on the letter E. That's what gave away the typist in the black letters case.
That sounds fun. See, now I want to know about all your cases.
My files. Cases, clients, debts. Too many debts. Far too many. This case is worth its weight in gold. Everything you need for a portable lab.
Nice, nice.
This one's a favorite. The jealous lover solved everything with a few blows from an ashtray. Brutal, but effective.
Damn. Got your little cork board with the string? Am I standing on the drawer? Yes. I got some good drawers. Strong. Can take my weight. Detective John Morley has solved the intricate case of the Jade Mask. You can actually read it. A seasoned investigator who has solved this challenging case. It had captured a public interest. What is that word? I see the M, I think. A public interest for the past several weeks. The case... You know what? It's fine.
So this is Peter. That smug grin's got "Punch Me" written all over it.
Don't be jealous. So this is Penny's desk?
Penny's desk. I ought to give her a ring and try to sweet talk her into coming
No, don't bother.
back. If this new
Especially when you
client
want to hit on
gives
her.
us some
She's getting
decent
married, dude.
dough, maybe I could settle what I owe her and use a little charm to win her over.
Pay her what we owe her? Yes. Win her over? No. Stop it. Stop it.
The murder weapon from the cadaver collector case. Nasty business, that one. The case of the Red Shoes murder. One of the most complicated I've faced.
See, I want to play that.
Finally. Case closed.
Why do you have multiples of the pictures? In fact, you have 3 of them.
My desk, strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under papers, notes, bits of evidence.
I guess she
Penny
cleaned
must
up.
have wanted to leave everything spick and span before... well, before she walked out on me.
Good old Penny.
Another one of my cards. But this one has my last name circled.
M-O... R. Wait, there's numbers. M-O... Well, no. There's something there. R-L. Where's L? L. E. Y. Oh. That actually worked.
The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away.
Hi.
Oh, my apologies, madam. I didn't hear you come in. I was a bit distracted.
She just appeared.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morley. I trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
I did.
My
Or
apologies.
she did, sorry. She
I
did.
was rather engrossed and didn't notice your arrival. To whom do I owe the honour of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside, the 4th Countess of Bloomsbury.
Okay.
Lady Margaret. Could you tell me what brings you here today? How can I assist you?
I shall endeavour to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 18, she was brutally murdered. It happened at our family estate, Bloomsbury Manor. Someone slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest, lungs, and heart. The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death. The investigation was closed, and justice was never served. I am prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on this case, and a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the
So
true
even if I
killer
fail,
to
I still
light.
get 30,000?
Tell me, Mr. Morley, will you accept this case?
Yes.
I understand your distress, Lady Fordside. But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
Solving a case that's already been gone for 20 years is going to be rough. Witnesses, witnesses, people would forget. And then clues would be gone. Any witnesses?
Tell me, were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
It happened at midnight. The house was
Well, then
practically
anyone
empty
forgetting
at the
is
time,
irrelevant.
with only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something, as my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
Hmm. The wrong men.
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
2 days after the murder, the police arrested a pair of violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity, the police locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing was stolen on the night my Elodie was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver? It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
Doesn't sound like it. Bloomsbury Manor.
Tell me about Bloomsbury Manor. Do you still reside there?
After Elodie's death, I abandoned the estate. I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls, her voice humming that old melody. The delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child.
No parent.
Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
Okay. So I'll have the place to myself. Why now?
A case that's been cold for 20 years. You certainly don't make it easy for me, Lady Margaret. What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
For over 2 decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened, to prove that the real murderer escaped justice. But all in vain. Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story have managed to uncover anything.
That's even harder.
Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer. Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now, here I am.
I see. Appreciate it.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started. I accept the case and will begin the investigation
That easy, huh?
immediately.
I'm pleased to hear that. My butler will bring you the £30,000 tomorrow morning.
Sounds good.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining £30,000.
Okay.
Please, Mr. Morley, unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
I shall try, ma'am. 'Cause I need that money. Shadows from the past. The visit from Countess Margaret Forsyth was just what John needed. A case with all the right ingredients to stir his detective's instincts. An unsolved murder from 20 years ago, abandoned by the police in their incompetence, and a generous reward waiting at the end. What more could a man want on his first day back? The journey to Bloomsbury Manor passed without incident, though the rough, neglected road, ravaged by years of rain and wind, made for an uncomfortable ride. He arrived under the cover of night. The place was quiet, like the ruins of an old tomb, forgotten and forsaken. Hello, Shoujo. Welcome in. Thank you for your day check-in. Hope you're doing good today. And are having good holidays so far.
As I made my way through the dense forest path, a haunting silence enveloped the air. It was as though the very night of the crime still lingered here, shrouded in an eerie calm. The manor stood before me, its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight. Every step I took felt like a step deeper into the heart of a mystery that refused to be forgotten.
Kind of looks like the forest from my nightmares. A little bit. This gate's not very tall. Or I'm very tall. Open sesame. This place has seen better days. Birds. It is a statue. Alright, knock a knock.
Not a sound. The stillness feels heavy, like it's hiding something.
Like this? Westland Asylum, a place of hope and healing. At Westland Asylum, we believe that the path to recovery begins with compassion, understanding, and the most advanced techniques of mental health care. Our institution offers a tranquil haven for those seeking respite from the trials of the mind. Was that something she was seeking? Apparently we're a vampire detective. Was ist das? Westland Society of Fine Arts, February 15th, 1923. Your Ladyship, I write to you on behalf of the Westland Society of Fine Arts regarding the exhibition currently on display at our gallery, which features several works by your daughter, Miss Elodie Fortside. While we fully appreciate the remarkable talent and artistry evident in her work, it is with great regret that we must inform you of a matter of concern. Several of the Society's patrons, particularly among the more sensitive members of our community, have found Miss Fortside's paintings to be of a highly disturbing nature. We have received numerous complaints, with mothers remarking that the artwork has caused distress to their children, and some ladies reporting feelings of unease. There is a growing sentiment that the pieces are unsuitable for a public exhibition, particularly in a space frequented by young and impressionable minds. It is with the utmost respect and consideration that we kindly request your ladyship to arrange for the removal of Miss Fortside's paintings from the current display. We understand that this may cause disappointment, but we feel it is necessary to preserve the decorum and sensibilities of our gallery's visitors. We would be honored to work with you in finding a more appropriate venue to exhibit Miss Fortside's art, where her unique vision can be appreciated by a more discerning and prepared audience. We trust you will understand our position in this delicate matter, and we look forward to hearing from you at your earliest convenience. With the deepest respect, yours faithfully, Sir Arthur Wellesley, Secretary, Westland Society of Fine Arts.
It seems Elodie had a passion for art, but her style wasn't exactly well received. Disturbing from the looks of it.
I would like to see it.
The door's chained up with a padlock. Looks like I'll need to find the key.
Okay. Is that my light source?
A blue moon. Fitting for a place haunted by its own secrets.
True. Hello, my guy. Did that do something? I can move them again. Can I move all of them? Probably. Okay, can I have this?
Looks like the Countess left this for me. It could be useful for getting around the place.
Of course. Always the F button. Not always, but usually. Follow the trail of green lights to investigate past events. My lady, I would kindly ask that, once the midday service is complete, you grant me a few moments of your time in the library. Joan Merver, your housekeeper.
So, the housekeeper left a note for the Countess, asking her to meet here on the day of the murder. I wonder what truly happened during that encounter. Very well. Let's piece the events together, step by step.
Okay.
A globe resting in a beautiful wooden stand.
Mm-hmm. Can move you as well. Is that her art? Okay, I think I understand.
An empty envelope. Did the housekeeper hand the Countess a letter? Lipstick stains. Same shade the Countess wore when she visited my office. Looks like someone arranged tea in the library that day. The housekeeper's cup is still here. Tea spilled across the table. She never got to drink it.
She got angry at the letter?
2 chairs. One of them knocked over.
Mm-hmm.
It seems they met here. But something went wrong during the conversation.
I am very angry. After all these years of service, this is how you repay me? Walking away like
I'm
this?
sorry,
Okay.
madam, but the situation has become unbearable. My bags are already packed.
So she should repay you by just staying here forever until you die? Or until she dies? Elegy in blue. Can move you as well. Oh. You have no upper body. So perhaps you then came over...
Looks like this is the Fordside family book, showing some of their ancestors.
Move the cursor to the edge of the screen to go back. Sir Alaric Fordside, 1798 to 1873, an astronomer and a romantic who saw in the stars metaphors for his loneliness. In 1842, during a total eclipse, he swore that the diamond ring around the moon was the spirit of his wife, Eleanor, who had died giving birth. From that moment on, his telescope never ceased to aim at the sun, seeking to capture that eternal moment. Lady Eleanor, 1842 to 1898. That's much shorter than his. Much shorter. Shrapnel scar on her cheek. Hands hardened by the iron and mud of balaclava. Amid the roar of the Crimean cannons, her silver medical kit, now stained with gunpowder and memory, held not only wounds, but the hidden truth behind a colonel's death. They say she swore to protect that secret, and that the oath still lingers within these walls. Lord Cedric, 1810 to 1885, a man with a prominent nose and a wandering soul, whose steps traced paths where only blank maps had once lain. Cartographer to Queen Victoria, he devoted his life to naming the unnameable, jungles that swallowed expeditions, rivers that erased borders, and villages whose names only he remembered. His globe, now cracked by time and the salt of 1,000 seas, bears between its meridians the scars of a man who preferred to get lost rather than return. Lady Isolde? I don't know how to pronounce that. A pianist with ethereal hands and a drowned heart. After losing her beloved in the wreck of the SS Meridian, her nocturnes became unnamed requiems. Her final composition, Elegy in Blue, oh, I saw that, rests on the ebony music stand in the library. Its notes sketched waves that never kissed the shore, and its pauses echo the silence of a ring never given. So just these 4? Okay. Is this the art?
Another painting by Elodie.
It is.
There's something deeply disturbing about her work.
True.
The lock has been concealed. This door must open by some other means.
The statues? Maybe they need to look at each other? Well... Is there a clue? Oh, hello.
The Countess threw the housekeeper out in a fit of rage. In her haste, the housekeeper forgot one of her bags. What was it that unsettled the housekeeper enough to abandon her post so suddenly?
That's a good question. Oh, the fire.
Lady Fortside, still seething, burned something in the fireplace.
The letter? The letter. My lady, I have reached a decision, though it weighs heavily upon my heart, to sever the ties that have long bound me to this household. Since the reign of King William IV, my family has served Bloomsbury with unwavering loyalty and steadfastness, marked by discretion and a faithful execution of our duties. However, there are limits to all things, and of late, this house has been frequented by certain individuals whose presence is wholly at odds with the principles to which my lineage is so devoted. It is no coincidence that our family motto is Oblatus, signifying something that offered or consecrated. We are vassals of an ideal, the custodians of the most deep-rooted traditions and the bastions of the eternal values of our nation. This house has forsaken all of this, and you well know the reasons why. Please do not concern yourself. I too understand why you have allowed this. Rest assured, I do not judge you harshly, just as I hoped you will understand my reasons. As my family says, Fausta, best wishes. John Morley, housekeeper of Bloomsbury Manor.
The housekeeper resigned. Seems something, or someone, troubled her greatly. Enough to break the long-standing family tradition tying her to this place.
Wait a minute. 4 people, 4 statues. He looks that way, to the stars. So she looks to... Here, we'll start with you. So you look to the telescope. Which I've already done, actually. Do you need to look all the way? Because you went all the way and then I turned you back one. Here? Or here? I don't know. And the other one was... So you are probably the pianist, right? So you need to look at your notes. There you go. You need to look at... the world? Now you're looking over there. Windows? What about you? So you're looking at the telescope. Maybe I might have to move you one. You... Something about a medical kit, gunpowder, the truth behind a Colonel's death. She swore to protect that secret, and that oath still lingers within these walls. The oath? So you're blue. So you should be looking at that. What about you? Oh, you should be looking at the globe. You gotta look at the globe. Yeah. You have to look at an oath within the walls? This, maybe?
The Fordside family crest. A rampant dragon. A time-honoured symbol across European heraldry. Particularly among the English and the Welsh.
That one? Well, you're looking more of that. Oh, hey, yeah. Your medical kit. Yeah. Okay. You're looking at this, right? So I just need to fix you then. You're looking too far over. Did I do it right? I did not. Which one of you do I need to fix? Are you looking? Because if I turn you, you're going to be looking too far over. I think you need to be right there. So who's not looking where they should be? I feel like you should be looking at that, right? Yeah, you're the... Yeah. Yeah, you are. You should definitely be looking at that. I mean... She's kind of looking at it, right? Basically. Are you turned all the way? I'm pretty sure you are. Yeah, you definitely were. What have I not done right? Maybe it's her, because I already had him looking over here. He's got to look to the telescope. Can't do anything to it. So what did I miss? Am I getting this one wrong? She's looking at the med kit. Is there anything that's changed in here? What is this? It's a plate. His globe now cracked, but is he? I've got him looking at the globe. I think that's what I gotta have him looking at. And then hers is obviously her composition, the music. His is the telescope. And then hers is the silver medical kit. Is there a map? It also says map, but I'm pretty sure it's the globe. He's definitely looking at it. If I turn him again, he looks too far over. She's definitely looking at this. Who is not looking at their thing? You're definitely looking at your thing. It's this, isn't it? Is there another one? Do you have something else you want to look at? I'm assuming that that door opens once I have them all positioned correctly. But I thought I did, but apparently not. Because nothing is happening yet. I have them positioned correctly. What more do you want? Everyone else should be correct. I don't get it. Also, you're clipping through those books. Why is the door not opening? Age 68, an English aristocrat from a noble bloodline. 20 years ago, her daughter Elodie was brutally murdered. Now, after all this time, she's come to me to finally put the pieces together and solve the case once and for all. If you look closely, you can see it in her eyes. She's been carrying the burden of her tragedy for far too long. Joan Morley, age 51 at the time of Elodie's death, the housekeeper of Bloomsbury Manor. Her family has served the Ford side lineage since the days of King William IV. Joan's loyalty is unshakable, but she can't quite mask her unease at the recent events within the manor walls. The kind of woman who knows more than she says and hides more than she knows. Okay, so we have those two so far. I am confused about their placement. I think. Am I getting what they're supposed to be looking at wrong? During a total eclipse, he swore the diamond ring around the moon was the spirit of his wife Eleanor who had given birth. His telescope never ceased to aim at the sun, seeking to capture that. I mean, there's something about the sun, but I think I just need the telescope. Because he's an astronomer. And she's a medic. I mean, unless I'm supposed to point her at a colonel or something. Or this oath. I'm pretty sure it's the silver medical kit. Blank maps. Cartographer. It's either maps or the globe. I'm pretty sure it's just the globe. What am I missing here? Am I failing to do something that triggers all this? Because I cannot interact with this. I don't get it. You were all looking at your things. I mean, the only one is maybe him. If I readjust him, but even when I do that, nothing happens. Oh, he's kind of looking this way now. I feel like he did have to look at over here. Then I don't understand. What am I missing? Are they not? What do you want from me? I can't interact with anything. I can't move anything. I can't do anything. You are definitely looking at it. It's just to make them look at the things, right? Because if it's not, then I don't know how to position them. Because there's 4 of them. That would take too long with the different combinations. Because they all have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 possibilities with 4 of them. That's way too much of a combination. That would take forever. Did something open and I'm just not seeing it? Something else? Is there a hint? Because apparently I'm doing something wrong. No, you don't have a hint button. Hello? What? Whoa, 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 why'd you... Music, globe, medic. I have them facing correctly. What more do you want? Oh. That's what you... I have the men wrong. For some reason, I wasn't actually looking at their features. You... okay. I got it. I just assumed that those two were far apart from theirs, but these were near theirs, but they were not. I was not noticing their features, my bad.
This must have been some sort of private study for the Countess. Lady Margaret and a young woman. I suppose it's Elodie. They look happy. It was undoubtedly a better time.
They like wearing black. Lady Margaret Ford sighed. I am writing to you as the attending physician of Ward 2 to provide an update on your daughter Elodie's progress. It is with great pleasure that I report her notable improvement. Elodie now confessed that she no longer experiences dark thoughts. Most importantly, the nightmares have subsided, and she has begun to communicate more amicably with her fellow patients. A crucial step in her recovery. Elodie has also asked me to relay a request. She would like you to bring her amber necklace when you visit this Sunday. I will continue to keep you informed on her progress. Respectively, Dr. Mulder, Chief Physician, Westland Asylum.
Elodie was committed to a psychiatric facility. But
I said
she
physician.
supposedly recovered from whatever ailed her.
Psychiatrist. Psychiatrist.
An old pocket watch. It probably belonged to Lord Fordside, Lady Margaret's husband.
Maybe.
A British passport. Lord Fordside was undoubtedly a man of the world. This looks like the key to the main hall. Could be my way into the heart of the house.
Alrighty. Nice tree. Somehow it survived. Reminds me of the tree on the ship of another game I've played. An enormous tree in the heart of the mansion. This place is no ordinary house. Why did he not voice like that? Oh. Here lies
Here lies Elodie. Rest eternally, beloved daughter, beneath the tree that once watched you grow. So this is where Elodie is buried.
in the house, in the mansion. That's even more reason for her to not be able to stay in here. So was this tree outside and they brought it in here to be her grave, or... Alright then.
This door is locked as well. If the Countess wanted me to investigate, why didn't she leave the doors open?
Or give me keys. She said she hasn't been here in a long time, right? We have some interesting statues. Oh, the art.
Layers of dried oil paint, left untouched for 20 years. It's as if time stopped the moment Elodie laid down her brush. Feels like the room's holding its breath, waiting for something to stir.
And that something is me! Woo! So she just did her work right in here?
The grand ship on the open sea.
If you say so. I can barely see anything. Kind of looks more like a hallway to me. Can I crouch? I cannot. I mean, I can... Okay, I can kind of see the boat. But it also just looks like a hallway.
The sinking of a ship.
Something about boats, apparently.
Looks like the last painting Elodie was working on was of a ship at sea. The whole gallery is filled with maritime references.
Yeah.
She seemed quite obsessed with it. A man with his back turned, watching a ship go
Very
down.
obsessed.
This door appears to lead out to the back garden. Locked with a padlock. I'll need to find the key. Looks like some sort of clue.
Trace the tree's journey from birth to decay.
Trace the tree's journey from birth to decay. Follow the path of the artist in a thoughtful display. Arrange the 4 stages and the door will obey. Unlock the path ahead as art lights your way.
The tree's journey from birth to decay. You mean from where it started to where it is now? Follow the path of the artist in a thoughtful display. Arrange the 4 stages and the door will obey. Unlock the path ahead as art lights your way. Well, there's a key. That'll light my way. Drawing and dining room. My lady, I must confess, never before has anyone requested something of this nature from me. I believe I am capable of the task, but I must inform you that it would require a significant sum. Certain parts will need to be specially crafted in the city, and I must first commission the necessary plans. What you are asking for is a piece of intricate engineering, but rest assured there will be no more ingenious ways to restrict access to certain areas of the house. If it pleases you, I propose to delineate the spaces as follows. Area A, private quarters. Area B, guest quarters. Area C, kitchens and servant quarters. I provided a sample mechanism for Area C, adhering to your original concept. I would greatly appreciate a prompt response so that I may proceed with ordering the remaining mechanisms. Thomas Blacksmith. Okay.
Lady Margaret took special care to secure the house, restricting access to certain areas.
Why? So I can't go up here yet. I need a code. And this side needs also a code. I have a key. I'm assuming the door down here. We'll start with this. Oh my god. Yeah.
A young woman screaming in the middle of the darkness.
Yeah, I can understand what that gallery was talking about. Wait, the tree. Is that the tree? Oh, there's multiple trees. I see it. Oh, hang on.
This looks like Elodie's diary. Let's see what her last entries reveal.
I'm absolutely over the moon. Walter has written to say he is coming. I met him at the Western Sanatorium, and we have grown so very close. He was there recovering from the trauma of a shipwreck, where he tragically lost
Serenade
his
me.
companions. By sheer luck, he was rescued, but not before spending an entire year on an island living amongst the natives. He truly is an adventurer.
Is that even true?
I'm so happy. Walter has finally arrived. I must admit, I am utterly captivated by him. I invited him to visit, and he gave me his word he wouldn't fail to come as soon as he was able to leave.
You know, he reminds me
Now
of
he's
Pascal.
finally here. I can scarcely contain my joy. It feels as though all the darkness has faded away.
But more rugged. And more charming looking. So I saw a tree over
They
here.
looked so in love. So happy. I wonder what became of Walter.
There's a tree over there as
after
well.
Elodie died.
But I saw a tree right there. So that's the decay. That's the end. Maybe? I think this is the birth. The hell? Or maybe that's the end. Wait, is this one growing? I see. And then it's this one, and then it's that one. And then, last but not least, ah, yeah, the tree on the door. Oh, that was creepy. What's this?
Looks like a commercial seaman's yearbook, listing ships and their crews. It's open to the pages under S.
Okay. What's this?
Damn it, it's not here. It's simply not here.
Walter Brandon, Stella Maris's vessel.
This must be the Countess's handwriting. What was she searching for?
Uh. Anything else in... But I saw something. In here, there's this.
Those poor souls. Tragedy seems to have cast a long shadow over this family.
Lord Forside disappears under mysterious circumstances. Authorities are investigating the sudden... Okay. Come over here. Okay, so this is where they fix clothes. Oh well.
A boarded up door. The access to the servants' quarters appears to be blocked for some reason.
And without nails. They just stuck these wood right to the walls. Impressive. Are they using this as the goop to glue it on? Because that looks gross.
Something definitely happened here. Was it a struggle? These broken chairs. Someone must have held them to the ground with great force.
Crowbar. Can I use this on the wood?
Some of these tools have been bent, likely trampled over.
Probably by the guy, yeah. Is it? No. I thought I was missing one.
Is missing,
Oh, is it?
and it's nowhere to be found. Likely taken by the same person who caused all this destruction.
I guess.
It looks like this vase was shattered. Not just dropped, but smashed with intent.
It's not that shattered, to be honest. So I can do... That's just the lighting on some coat rack, right? That seems suspicious. It's just something like this, right? Holy crap. How did you
Looks
do
like
that?
the crowbar is broken.
What do you mean? How do you break a crowbar? I mean, you can, but just by piling off some simple wood?
Lady Margaret, after the death of her daughter, dismissed the staff and left the mansion.
To all staff members, by order of Lady Forside. Following the funeral of her beloved daughter, Elodie, you are kindly requested to proceed to the main hall of the estate, where you shall each receive a payment equal to 3 months' wages. With this gesture, your service to this household shall come to an end. Lady Forside extends her deepest gratitude for your loyalty and devoted service. So, she was angry at first, but she realized and then let everyone go? Well, this is a bathroom, so let's go here first. Nasty. Scissors?
A pair of blood-stained scissors stuck in the sink basin. Deeply unsettling.
So, they stayed here to have the funeral and everything, but they just left everything as it was? Or did they recreate it? Is that us breathing? It better be us breathing. I'm leaving that room.
No doubt. This is the cook's room.
What? Was I supposed to see that note? It's bugged. I think this is me picking up the note. I can't... For Sunday, I must remember to go to the market to buy the missing ingredients. Okay, that's definitely the cook then. That's why he said this is definitely the cook's. Excellence in housework, English servant.
A good way to motivate the staff.
Yeah. The hell?
A doll pierced with an awl. A warning?
Maybe? Or the residential voodoo person. Dear mother, I wish I could tell you that all is well and that I am happy here at the Countess's household. Mrs. Merwer? Or Merver? I don't know if it's an actual W or if it's like a V from a different language. Merwer, the housekeeper, takes good care of me. Lady Margaret sees no one but her daughter. According to Mrs. Merwer, she fears some kind of relapse and Manor is falling apart day by day. But the worst of it, mother, is that man. That Dark. He lurks in the shadowy corners of the house when I am cleaning or carrying out my tasks, and throws himself at me. He is incredibly strong. His great hands seize me and I feel completely helpless. At night I'm afraid to go to the lavatory. There, in the dim solitude, I feel watched by something wicked, and a deep spectral breathing leaves me frozen with fear. Breathing? Only Mrs. Merwer has listened to me. I believe she too understands that this man is a great danger. One that sooner or later could bring about tragedy. She and I are exhausted. Yours affectionately.
A backgammon board. One of the oldest board games.
Yep. Even to this day. Is that blood or just rust or something? Can't open that. Why is this all over the thing? Area B, 34982. 348982. I can't see Area A. Here. Let me write it in my... Why is OBS not letting me click the text box? I can't type in my OBS for some reason. I'll use the other one. 34982. There we go.
Miss Marver apparently knew her way around the tower.
Marver.
What a dreadful spread. And what a chilling omen it revealed. Evil approaches. It will bring death, and lay ruin to the house and all who dwell within.
Of course you can read the cards. I see, I see. So we have a code now. Is something going to happen once we walk back? So I heard the breathing. Is this the breathing she meant? Oh god, does that mean when she's in here, going to the bathroom or taking a bath? Oh god, I see a peeping Tom. Oh god, it sounds super loud right here. You creep. Yeah, it sounds super loud right there. At least it's not aimed at the toilet. Although that's less vulnerable than the bathtub, I guess. Well, that's still there. Oh.
Is there someone else in the house?
What? What'd I miss? Shadowy figure. Hi.
Who the devil is that man? He had a knife. I'm completely in the dark here. I don't think he saw me.
Oh, he's gone. Okay. For a second there, I thought it was about to be a stealth game. What is he doing? Where is he? Can I go back? I can't go back. Only go forward. Oh, it says it. Area A, Area B. So this one is 3. Okay, there we go. 3, 4, 9, 8, 2. Maybe we should close these doors? I broke my crowbar.
Another boarded up door. The question is, was it sealed before the murder? And why?
Don't know. How about over here? Are all the paintings hers, I wonder? All the creepy ones definitely are.
This must be Walter Brandon's room.
Why is that on the bed?
The painting of a ship. Unmistakably in Elodie's style.
She really loves the boats. The sea. And yeah, I think all the art really is hers. I mean, that's a devoted mother. Oh yeah, see? Now I can see it better.
A model ship. Mr. Brandon must have felt a deep yearning for the sea.
Is the paintings based on him? Is he the creep?
An empty bottle. It smells of good rum.
What does bad rum smell like?
A compass and a sextant. Tools of a sailor. The diary of Walter Brandon. Perhaps it holds some clues about who he was.
Mayhaps.
And what his involvement in this case might be.
So I gotta go touch that after all? Because it is weird that it's there on the bed.
I am terrified that man has found me. I fear something dreadful is about to happen.
Oh no, this is
Tonight as I
the
awoke,
one Elodie liked.
I saw him, standing at the
Not
foot
the
of
other
my
one.
bed. I could not make out his face, but his knife. The gleam of its blade shone in the darkness. I sprang up suddenly, determined to confront this stranger. Grabbing the heavy candlestick from the nightstand, I hurled it with all my strength. He vanished into the dark.
Is that the guy I saw? What did we just say? We said something about what happened. Oh, this. Oh, God. Yeah, that's him.
Coming here was a grave mistake. He has followed me, watching and lurking in dark corners, waiting to surprise me. I dare not tell Elodie.
I thought
She
it was
would
spelled
think
with a
the
Y,
one
not an
thing I
IE.
dread most for her to believe. I see him again from the window, watching me. His long hair and beard obscure his face, and he still holds that knife. He means to kill me.
Seems like it. Your candlestick's gone. How? Where did you put it? The hell?
I am losing my faculties. It is best I return to the ship. Everyone seems to be conspiring against me. The housekeeper despises me, accusing me of misconduct. Perhaps I'm not a man of refinement, but I know what respect is. Yet this morning, as I awoke from my rest, she was enraged with me. It was of no use to tell her I had slept peacefully. An external maid who comes to clean was crying and accusing me of having approached her in an unseemly manner. I would never do such a thing. I am a sailor, a man of the world. I know how to conduct myself.
So they were talking about you. What was it called? DID? Is it a personality disorder? The identity disorder. DID?
The last entry in the diary, dated the very night of the murder.
My beloved Elodie, why can you not believe this poor sailor who only wishes to love you? I have left everything behind. My ship, the sea, all my world, just to be by your side as you asked me to. Damn it. I can hear the man with the knife coming up the stairs from the hall. I need to hide.
Walter was terrified. What in the devil was happening here? It seems this trunk was all Walter owned. I should take a look at it.
That probably explains all the paintings of boats and stuff. Well, here she is.
A photograph of Elodie. No doubt Walter cared for her deeply.
I'm sure he did. He was a disturbed man. Oh, hey.
Looks like the key to the back garden. I better head back to the staircase gallery. Pretty sure I saw a door to the outside.
Yes,
there.
you did.
Seems I'm not the only one with a fondness for hats.
I mean, that's a pretty common thing. What about this? I can't look at that one? No, I cannot. Okay. So, are we going to see something else? Let me bring up my light. So we're going out to the back.
The killer likely fled through the rear door of the house.
Likely. And to the greenhouse, perhaps? Or it's this. Blood?
At that old fountain in the garden. Now little more than a basin of stagnant water. One can still make out the faint impressions of bloodied hands.
Did the cops even find
Seems
this?
almost certain the killer stopped here, in a hurried attempt to wash away some of the blood spattered across his body.
His or her. Oh, I see it. I was trying to find the green sparks, but I couldn't see it. Thought I looked at the door.
The gate still bears the
That's very
macabre
bloody.
traces of that old tragedy, like a silent witness, pointing to the path taken by that murderous beast as he
He
fled.
didn't do a good job washing his hands. At all. So he tried to go here and he couldn't. So, I mean, at that point, you just try to climb this. Or better yet, this. This is shorter. You go in the greenhouse? About to say. Hello.
Here's a missing kitchen knife. Undoubtedly the murder weapon.
What? Okay, has everything just been left as is? So they were all living here. It happens. They left everything as is. They stay here until the funeral, and then it's over. Did the cops even find that?
It's clear that the man who killed Elodie discarded his blood-stained clothing during his
It's
escape.
not exactly subtle.
Despite his injuries, the killer rid himself of anything that might incriminate him before fleeing the scene. The boots, the coat, even the knife. It's a chilling thought, but those very items remind me of the figure seen lurking near the manor.
It does.
The same figure Walter Brandon spoke of with such dread.
Probably is Walter.
And perhaps the very one who was said to have harassed the maids. That mysterious presence was, in all likelihood, the murderer of Elodie Fordside.
Yep. Apparently his identity is also the Hulk. Why is there a tree in here? Because it didn't grow through anything. It's like a tree started to grow, immediately fell over already, and then continued to grow, fallen over. Because this thing does not fit in here. Hello.
This ought to do the trick for that boarded up room upstairs. Just by Walter Brandon's
Are we gonna break
room.
this one too? Can I go over here? No, because there's a tree over here. What about this? Can I climb this? No. I would like to. So we're going back in now that we have a pry bar. All right, here we go. Instant. Did you break it? Don't know. He didn't say anything. Oh. To this day, 3 years since his disappearance, I still catch myself entering this room, expecting to find him there, exhausted yet sleepless, laboring without pause, shut away for days on end without food or rest, carving his final dreadful and chilling masterpiece, with those eyes, mad, haunted, the same eyes that seem to afflict every Fordside heir without exception, the very same enigmatic, sorrowful gaze I find myself recognizing more and more in Elodie's face with each passing day. The day I saw her, scarcely 3 years old, created her first drawing. I knew then she, too, was lost. I cursed this wretched inheritance, so steeped in misfortune. Tomorrow I shall take Elodie to the sanatorium. With therapy in a controlled environment, perhaps then she might begin to improve. I shall not allow the Fordside legacy to take Elodie from me as well. Oh hey, 25741. I'm just gonna go ahead and send that.
Unlabeled liquor bottles. The damp and the passing years have likely worn away whatever once marked them. There's a distinct scent of wormwood, the plant at the heart of absinthe. Thujone, its active compound, could provoke hallucinations. Visions said to come straight from the goddess Artemis
Hallucinations? Are we already being affected?
A sharpening wheel. Lord Fordside likely crafted his own chisels.
So, what was he making? A demon or a vampire?
Lord Fordside was a gifted artist, no doubt. But his work betrayed a dark and tormented
So
soul.
his daughter got it from him.
This unfinished fallen angel stirs in me a curious sense of unease, almost repulsion.
I would like some tools. No? Okay, fine. Are we gonna see anyone out here? I have the other code. Hello? So it's 2... Oh, wrong way. 2... Wrong way again. 5... 7... 4... 1. Hello? Oh. Is this her room?
The door is locked. I'll need to find the key.
In Madam's room? Oh. I was waiting for this. Turn off your lantern!
Him again. Who the bloody hell are you?
Why would you say that out loud? Hi! What's up? Who are you? What you doing? Alright, you just stay there. Do what you do. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go in here.
This room looks like it belongs to a woman. Lady Margaret, perhaps?
Obviously, because the other one is her daughter's room.
Seems Lady Margaret was reading in the chair that evening. The book's still open. Right where she left it. It's a damn fine bottle of wine. No one in their right mind would open a vintage like this and leave it abandoned. Unless something rather urgent interrupted the evening.
How quickly did they get the funeral going? Because nothing was touched. Everything was left as it was. Unless they recreated everything. Oh, you were a smoker, huh? I could use some keys.
This is a nightmare. I am deeply concerned for Elodie. The housekeeper has long been warning me about Walter. I have made some inquiries, and nothing is as it seems. Elodie remains blissfully happy with him in the house. I am at my wit's end. Since her return from the sanatorium, she has been positively radiant, a true beacon of light. They go out together and seem to have a splendid time. He appears very close to her. This is in stark contrast to the picture painted by the housekeeper, which is a complete contradiction.
So another personality, perhaps. Are you smoking these?
Last night I heard him scream. He seemed to be in the throes of a panic attack.
You do smoke.
I approached on tiptoe to the guest quarters, and then suddenly I was struck with terror. An insane, maniacal laughter echoed through the night. It did not sound like him. The following morning, Walter and Elodie went out to sail on the pond.
Okay, it might actually
Everything
be DID.
appeared normal, and he was the most charming he has ever been.
A Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Is that the end of your story? Oh, hello.
Something made of glass has shattered here.
Oh my God, what is that noise? It's coming from Elodie's room.
Lorries? What do you mean, a lorry? can't walk through here. I'm too fat. I am just too fat. You really... Well, she really cares about her daughter, huh? Hanging this in her own room. Hanging it everywhere around the house. She put 2 of them in her room.
I should finish gathering all the clues from the Countess's room before exploring other parts of the house.
Wait, what? Where? Oh, this.
The fireplace tools. All knocked over on the floor. And unless my eyes deceive me, the poker appears to be missing.
I thought she said she was asleep. Didn't she say she was
my
asleep?
God, Elodie!
Lady Margaret, quite agitated, grabbed the fireplace poker and rushed toward Elodie's room.
I mean, as long as you can surprise them. Otherwise, I don't think you stand a chance, but good luck. Wait, but I still need the key, don't I? Do you have the key somewhere? Or is the door just going to be magically open? Wait, what? Yeah, I need the key.
The bed is made. The Countess hadn't yet gone to bed on the night of the murder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait, so you guys touched nothing. Oh, yeah, I can grab these.
A key. Likely the one to Elodie's room. Lady
Alright.
Margaret lied to me.
She did.
She hadn't taken any sleeping draught that night. She could have heard the attack and rushed to see what was happening. Why did she hide this from me?
Because
The more I
she...
investigate, the more convoluted it all seems. I should head to Elodie's room to search for answers.
Is that my lantern? I was like, you can see my lantern, but you can't see me.
A rag doll, tossed on the floor. I'd wager it used to sit neatly on the bed. Either it was knocked over in the scuffle, or perhaps Elodie dropped it herself in the panic.
Probably.
A pool of dried blood. There's no doubt now. This was the scene of the crime.
I mean, no reason to lie about that part, I guess. Oh, hey, the poker. So she came in here. There's blood everywhere. There's blood over here. There's blood over there. There's blood over here. Wait, or is that water? But it would have dried a long time ago if that was water.
There was a struggle here. Clear as day. Not a clean break-in. The killer wasn't subtle.
So he
Judging by the sheer
got her over
brutality of
here.
the crime, we can almost certainly conclude the killer was a man of considerable build. The blood-stained coat, found alongside the greenhouse knife, suggests that the mysterious figure seen loitering nearby may, in fact, be the very same individual who committed the murder.
clearly.
They say the killer always returns to the scene of the crime. But 20 years have passed. Why now?
Maybe
Let's
he's
attempt to
been
reconstruct
coming
the
back.
events, just as they might have unfolded that night, and try to understand precisely what happened.
Maybe he never left. So maybe it started here. Fought its way over here. She dropped her doll and ended up over here where she was finished off.
A teacup on the bedside table. Elodie must have lain down that night, perhaps already drifting to sleep.
And then a knock at the door? Or no, you broke in.
The door's lock, completely broken, indicates someone forced their way into the room, likely startling Elodie awake.
Feels like it could be Walter. The beard, though. How's he growing that beard? Why'd you break the chair?
Elodie tried to flee, but the killer cornered her near the vanity. She lost her balance.
So
and fell,
she heard the
breaking
sound, woke up,
dresser
got up,
and chair.
tried to run. She fell in the chair and broke it.
The killer dragged her to the bed against her will.
Why
In the
did you
struggle,
put him in my
One of
face?
the vases fell from the mantelpiece.
So she fell this way and got up, and then I see that's why the vase fell over. So you pulled her back to the bed and then stabbed her there. Look at this man.
On the bed, the killer stabbed her mercilessly, again and again, staining the sheets with blood.
I swear to God, if you're Walter. And that's when she ran in.
That's when Lady Margaret arrived, striking the killer with the fireplace poker, knocking him away from Elodie.
Well, unfortunately, too little, too late, but good job. Is that... And then he ran.
Wounded, the killer fled the scene, but it was already too late. Elodie was already dead.
So it was about Walter then. That's why that housekeeper resigned.
The old Bloomsbury mansion. It choked my thoughts. It had that kind of sadness that seeps into your bones like old damp, and that sudden abandonment, so clear before my eyes, looked like a sinister time capsule.
Dissociative identity disorder, right? Probably. Why kill Elodie, though? To kill the happiness of the other personality?
One thing was certain. My next move was to dig up answers about the man with the knife, and about Walter Brandon, the sailor from Westland Asylum, an old forgotten sanatorium that, 20 years ago, was the scene of a meeting between Elodie Fordside and that Brandon fellow.
Okay. Let's go. Lament of the Forgotten. The old sanatorium loomed. I don't know why I was reading an H. Loomed in the distance, silent and solemn. A monument to forgotten suffering. It stood like a sleeping giant, its walls steeped in the horrors of another age. John knew that crossing its threshold meant stepping into the labyrinth of the human mind, where the madness of some and the cold indifference of others had turned places like this into breeding grounds for nightmares. A creeping unease settled in as he neared the entrance, a whisper of dread curling at the edges of his thoughts. Yet he pressed on. He needed answers, and he was certain they lay waiting in the dark.
It was an ungodly hour when my battered car crept along the winding, shadowed road leading to Westland Asylum. But what I found upon arrival was disquieting. The building, forsaken for more than a decade, remained illuminated. Was it some ancient emergency system defying the passage of time?
See, this gate's taller.
Someone
This is what I would have
waiting my
expected.
arrival?
What is with this? That seems a bit frightening to those afflicted to come here and see. Am I going to be able to get in? Oh, there's a path over there.
The front door. Sealed shut. As expected. Nothing's ever straightforward, is it?
Nope.
I'll have to find another way in.
I mean, of course it'd be locked, though. This? What happened here? Hello. I no longer have the lantern. Okay. Gilbert, I'm leaving now. I've gathered all my belongings, but I see that yours are still here. I've had to return the key to the front entrance, but the passageway leading to the back courtyard remains. I've covered it up a bit, but I'm sure you'll remember where it is. The kitchen window was broken, and quite frankly, I don't believe anyone will come to mend it. You should be able to get in through there without any trouble. Take care.
So, there's an alternative entrance. Hidden somewhere in the wall of the asylum.
So this is all a red herring? Apparently. The kitchen, you say? Unless it's back around that way that I just came from. But I see a light over here. Kinda. So one of these are broken? Can I just hop the fence? Oh, well. Kinda had trouble clicking on that. Wonder if I'll have to go through here later. There's the kitchen, it looks like. Hello? I'm in.
Bloody hell. It's pitch black in here. Looks like I've stumbled into what could be the kitchen.
Could be, it definitely is. Why did you not bring the lantern with you? Why do you not have your own? Wait. That was an accident. Go back.
Right. The lantern. It's broken. I'll have to manage without it for now.
What do you mean? You didn't have it anyway. There was a room over there. I thought you were checking something. I didn't know you were climbing over. There was a room over there. Oh, the door was probably locked anyway, I guess. Maybe. Anything around here? Doesn't look like it. Locked. So I need to find a key. Hello? Can I use this? What's with... How? What? You should only be powered by being connected to these, right? What? How are you powered? That's too thin for a cord to be going through. You know what? Don't question it. Westland Asylum, a place of hope and healing. That's not the same thing I saw. That's like the back of her head. That's her hair. But the one I saw was definitely like... You definitely saw her nose peeking through a cloth. I think... Right? Yeah, that looks like the back of their head, right?
May 1922. This letter was written half a year before Elodie's murder. It's possible she was still a patient here at the time.
May 5th, 1922. To Dr. Mulder, Director of the Westland Sanatorium. Sir, in view of the escalating violent incidents within this institution since the arrival of patient B03, is that Walter? We, the undersigned, feel it is our duty to express the following concerns on behalf of the sanitary support staff. Patient B03 requires specialized care and strict oversight, necessitating immediate confinement in the isolation cell. Access to shared or public spaces should be allowed only under the supervision of 2 attendants equipped with tranquilizing injectables. The recent incidents have underscored grave deficiencies in this institution's security measures, revealing its unpreparedness to house patients with such a high degree of aggression. We strongly urge the hospital administration to implement decisive measures without delay. Should our concerns remain unaddressed, we will be compelled to escalate this matter to the National Asylum Workers Union, which has been made aware of our grievances. Respectfully, Nurse Florence Norman, on behalf of the sanitary support staff, Westland Sanatorium. It's gotta be Walter.
The nurses were genuinely concerned about the aggression of patient B03. Westland Asylum was a top place in its good old days.
Westland Asylum, a place of hope and healing. Under the esteemed direction of Dr. Mulder, with distinguished consultation of Dr. Sheridan, expert in modern therapeutic methods, compassion, understanding, and advanced techniques of mental health care, marking the start of recovery. I cannot read. Dr. Mulder's guidance in the progressive therapy insights, providing effective treatments for new nervous ailments, melancholic, hysteria, and other mental disturbances. Services included are restorative rest cures, modern electrotherapy applications, talk therapy and moral treatment, personalized occupational activities, holistic and humane care. Westland Asylum stands at the fore of psychiatric advancement, merging experience with innovation, while treating each patient with the dignity of hope. Oh, these words. I know how to say all the words, I've just never had to see them. So suddenly having to say them all in a row like that. To all staff and family members of the patients, on the forthcoming Tuesday, the 6th of April, 1932, and as previously announced, the closure of this institution shall take place. Within the span of 1 month, the sanatorium shall be fully closed and the patients shall be transferred to other hospitals in the area according to their individual needs. As for the staff, you may request any outstanding payments and the severance compensation proportional to the time worked at the administration office, which shall remain open for 1 additional week following the closure, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For your convenience, we kindly request that you schedule an appointment. The final working and insurable day shall be Monday, the 4th of April, 1932. Dr. Mulder, Director of Westland Sanatorium.
The asylum was shut down 10 years ago. Judging by the state it's in, they probably had no choice but to close it due to the building's condition.
The girl? How is the girl?
You mean Miss Elodie Fortside. Don't worry, that bloke didn't lay a finger on her. But you took quite a knock. This is going to smart.
What? What are you guys talking about? Something about Elodie. Is that all you gotta say? apparently... Well, sorry for intruding, I guess. I already looked at that.
Some basic rules, but quite necessary, I must say.
Keep silent in the wards. Do not disturb the patients. No sharp objects allowed, by order of the superintendent. Well, I can't break number 2. As for the other 2, I mean...
It's locked. Without the key, I won't be able to access the upper floors.
Or the lower floors. Or in here. How about in here? Very official looking. And they've got the little couch that you would expect to see.
This file cabinet is now empty. It probably held all the records of the inpatients.
Probably. Memorandum. Pursuant to the established protocols and regulations of Westland Asylum, in preparation for the forthcoming annual report to the Board of Trustees, Dr. Leonard Sheridan will retain custody of the patient records for a duration of 5 days. Members of the medical staff requiring access to these records during this interval are advised to direct their inquiries to Dr. Sheridan's office between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Selma Creton, Administrative Secretary.
I need to find Dr. Sheridan's office.
Sheridan's, okay. Is there a reason I can open this? Okay. Not for now, anyway. Got the heart.
We must formalize the admission of Miss Elodie Fortside. I have her file here.
That girl? What do you think of her?
I don't quite know. She seems a good girl. I do hope she recovers soon.
I know what Dr. Mulder thinks of her.
Oh, don't be wicked.
You cannot tell me you haven't noticed. Have you seen the way he looks at her?
Shh, hush now. Someone's coming.
What? It seems the nurses were gossiping. That went too fast. I didn't get to read that. And our character didn't say it out loud to himself. Alright, well. So the doctor fell in love with one of the patients. Is that coming from in here? I mean, it's locked. And that's locked. Is it coming from over here? Oh, there it is. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Are we going crazy?
Mr. Morley, is that you?
Lady Margaret?
How do you know we're here?
Mr. Morley, I'm so relieved to hear your voice. I've been trying to reach your office, but I couldn't get through to
How did you
anyone.
call us here?
It's awfully late at night, Lady Margaret. How on earth did you know I was at Westland Asylum?
Well, I was already in bed, truth be told. But there was something on my mind. A vital detail I'd forgotten to mention.
Okay.
I called your office, searched for you at the mansion, and when I couldn't find you there, I assumed you might be investigating at the asylum.
Why?
I see. Very resourceful of you. Now tell me, what is this detail of such importance?
yes, of course. I almost forgot. You see, the truth is, I'm afraid that you're not alone.
Elaborate.
What the devil does that mean? Hello? Lady Margaret?
Oh. Why did that open? She said she searched the mansion. Does that mean so she went to the mansion and searched for us? And then when she couldn't find us, she assumed that we must have inquired and figured out to think of going to the sanatorium.
Is
I
someone
guess. Imagine the plot twist is that
Damn it. I've got a bad feeling about this.
that after Walter murdered Elodie and escaped, that he then suddenly became a detective. A personality that became a detective. And that's us. And she saw us in the papers and recognized us as Walter. And that's why she came to us. Well, I can't open it. I can't see back here. Hello. Did that work? I mean, I already grabbed that, so... Still doesn't work. Open door, cold to warm. Open door, cold to warm? Do you mean these? No. Excuse me? What's that? Open door, cold to warm? Do you mean these doors? Oh, there's a lot of doors. Patient report.
Internal report. Patient B03.
Wait, I found it.
Identity unknown. Male, early 30s. Admitted after being the cause of a series of violent incidents. The patient exhibits a disturbing duality. Episodes of unprovoked, nearly superhuman aggression, displaying raw, overwhelming physical force, and subsequent plunges into an eerie, profound apathy. His faculties appear suspended during these lulls, leaving him in a state of unnerving inertia. Due to the unpredictability of his violent outbursts, he remains confined within a reinforced cell. Treatment involves high doses of sedatives, potassium bromide or morphine, and a regimented course of electroconvulsive therapy, alongside stringent restraints, such as an anti-biting mask and, if required, an iron muzzle. Ongoing monitoring is maintained.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, it wants me to open doors. Warm to... cold to warm.
Internal report. Patient B02. Mr. Norbert Clark, 45, from Sanderson, is a persistent pyromaniac whose actions have
Pyro, so that's hot.
endangered both property and life. Despite his seemingly frail build, he harbors an alarming compulsion for fire setting, a tendency exacerbated by intermittent episodes of disorganized thought and incoherent speech under duress. His unsettling
So 3 is cold, 2 is hot.
suggests the planning of covert schemes, amplifying his a secure cell, thoroughly cleared of flammable materials. His management includes a regimented program of sedatives and antipsychotic medications to stabilize his manic and schizoid symptoms, with vigilant oversight maintained.
Okay. Then you just have B1. And that one. But B3 is cold. 2 is hot. Those I can just touch for some reason. I can't look at you either. Oh, these I can actually open. Okay. Well then. Can't open that one. Oh wait, no.
Internal report. Patient B08, Miss Beatrice Maren, female, 28, reclassified after initial misidentification. Miss Maren presents with severe self-destructive behaviors. She engages in autosarcophagy, self-cannibalism that has markedly compromised her physical integrity, and compulsively ingests her own hair. These actions, driven by deep psychological torment and overwhelming despair, leave her in a perilously fragile state. As a precaution, she is secured in a straitjacket and confined to an environment entirely devoid of any utensils or objects that might facilitate further self-harm. Her treatment protocol centers on the administration of potent sedatives to alleviate anxiety and curb these impulses, with ongoing monitoring.
All right. This one opens. So we have 3 people now. Oh. Okay. Weird. You said... Oh, wait a minute. Or this one. Open door, cold to warm. Blue, yellow, green, red. So I gotta go yellow next? Because there's green. Where's yellow? Oh, okay. Interesting. What in the world happened here? That's what happened. Oh, there's red. I need yellow. You're mysterious. I need yellow. So there's red. I know where green is. I pulled blue. Where is yellow? Is yellow over here or is yellow over... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yellow. Wait, did you just turn off? Did I reset it? Isn't it supposed to stay that way? Hang on. I see blue is staying that way. Is yellow not the next one? No. Blue. Green. Green. Yellow. I mean, blue and red are obvious, so it's just a matter of switching green and yellow around. Oh. Can I open these doors? I definitely cannot.
This room gives me the shivers.
Yes, it does. Got the key, though. Whoa. You stepped on it. Okay. Oh, hey. Patient transfer note. Patient B03. Date 15th July 1922. Transfer of patient B03 to Area M. Following several sessions of electroconvulsion therapy, ECT, the patient has shown significant improvement. Previous violent episodes have been entirely eradicated, and the patient now presents with a profound state of apathy. Characterized by emotional detachment and a notable lack of response, his interactions are limited to monosyllabic utterances with no signs of aggression or emotional reaction. This behavior may be attributable to the intensification of treatment, as well as a potential underlying psychological condition that we must continue to investigate. It is anticipated that, with continued observation, the patient will gradually regain his ability to communicate and exhibit emotional responses. However, the complexities of the case should be taken into consideration, along with the need for potential adjustments to his ongoing treatment. Given the control of the violent tendencies and the stabilization of the condition, it is deemed appropriate transfer for the patient to Area M, a less restrictive environment, though under strict supervision. Close monitoring is recommended to assess any potential changes in behavior, with the possibility of further adjustments to his medication. So, maybe the other one, the violent one, was the original one, the natural one? And all they did was shock him into a neutral personality, while the other one was, like, hidden away? Uh-oh. You're here too, huh?
I need to hide. Quickly.
Oh, Saucy, welcome in.
I can't hear it. Could it be gone?
Are you sure it's there? You're starting to make me think you're Walter at this point. Hello? Was it really there? If I had walked around the corner, would I have gotten killed? Welcome in, Saucy. Hope you're doing good today. I don't know what's real. But I have a key, so moving on. And I still can't open this, right? Yeah. See, now I can go over here, right? probably over... Yeah, right here. I can go upstairs, maybe. Unless it's blocked up there. How long is this game? It says completionist is 3.5 hours. Whatever that means. The hell was that? What did I just miss? Hello? Westland Asylum, Matthew Garbery, maintenance.
A cigarette case, with a bit of tobacco still inside.
So I see. No, not that.
Clean water, an apple, a bit of bread. The food's still fresh.
It is.
A maintenance uniform, oddly well prepared. Not a speck of dust on it.
Yeah, it's spick and spam. Very clean.
Looks like someone's been coming through here. Perhaps this is what Lady Margaret meant in her call. Or was she trying to warn me about something else?
I don't know, but there's something behind the suit. Nah, never mind. I guess I'll go upstairs. I can keep going? Let me guess, locked? Of course. And then the point of this is just to look out a window and chill up here, I guess. How about this floor? Okay, can go into his office. Mail's rooms? Okay. That one has a lock on it. That one's locked. That one has a lock on it. Locked. 3 of them have codes that I need.
I'd rather not go through there. Looks ready to cave in at any moment.
So, don't be a coward. We're up here now. I never did look up, did I? I don't think I did. Bathroom? Too dark. If only we hadn't broken our lantern. That I didn't know we actually did still have, because he wasn't pulling it out when I was telling him to pull it out. Can I unlock the door from this side? Nope. Also, what was that? See, I can still call the elevator, I just can't get into it. Hello? This is the office we need.
Here it is. Dr. Sheridan's office.
Dr. Sheridan.
I'll find Elodie and Walter's records.
Like this?
Nothing of interest here.
Okay, not that. Like this. Dr. Sheridan. First and foremost, I must acknowledge the commendable results you have achieved with your recreational reading therapy. It is evident that the escapism and the avenues offered by literary fiction have contributed significantly to alleviating the anxiety of our patients. However, I regret to inform you that one of your patients, Miss Elodie Fordside, will no longer participate in your reading sessions. Given that she is the daughter of the esteemed Mrs. Margaret Fordside, I deem it unsuitable for her to associate with certain individuals whose questionable morale standing may have an adverse effect on the delicate mind of the young lady. It is best that she be kept apart from such influences. Well, too late, apparently. Therefore, I am relieving you of any responsibility for her care, and I shall take over the management of Miss Elodie Fordside's treatment from this day forward. I have already communicated this decision to her mother, Lady Margaret. I trust you will understand the necessity of this change. Frederick Mulder. So, oh, the guy who likes her. You just wanted her to yourself. Questionable morality? Don't make me laugh, Frederick. What truly eats away at you is the fear that those bad influences might actually be too good for her. What is it you truly aspire to? A seat among the nobility, perhaps? You're a pathetic hypocrite, consumed by your own ego. Oh, does he just want to be with her because she's nobility? He thinks he can marry into it?
Elodie's record.
Found it.
Patient at the sanatorium.
West End Asylum Register of Administrations and Discharges. Patient name, Miss Elodie Fordside. Fordside. Date of admission, 14th December 1921. Date of discharge, the 17th of October 1922. Almost a year, just 2 months short. Patient registration number 2546. 2546. 2546. Reason for admissions. Miss Elodie Fordside was admitted to this asylum upon the directive of her mother, Lady Margaret Fordside. A notable benefactress of this institution, the patient exhibits a persistently low mood, a tendency towards social withdrawal, and recurring negative thoughts. Lady Fordside expressed concern over the risks of the patient engaging in self-harming behavior. Preliminary observations. During the initial evaluation, the patient displayed a withdrawal posture, delayed responses, and consistent avoidance of eye contact. She reported feeling trapped in a constant state of oppression and described a persistent sense of unease, though she refrained from providing further details. Her condition necessitates close observation and a progressive therapeutic approach to monitor and assess any changes. Hereby, the admission of Ms. Fordside to our institution is formally recorded. A detailed follow-up on her progress shall be maintained. Dr. Mulder, Westland Asylum. Okay, but I need the other one.
Strange. Elodie's record was easy to find, but there's no sign of anything related to Walter Brandon. Something doesn't add up. What am I missing?
Why is the door closed? Stop closing the door behind me. Wait. It didn't just randomly close. Okay. What am I missing? I found hers. Hello? Why am I trapped in here? Congrats on first, Saucy. Why am I trapped in here? That's hers. Where's his? This is just this thing. I can't jump. Hello? Oh.
Wait. No, it can't be. There he is, in the photo. Dr. Sheddenand in the center. And right next to him, it's him. The man with the knife. That wild mane, that unkempt beard, it's unmistakable. But what's he doing here? And he's holding a book. What was that noise? Sounds like something just came crashing down.
Can I look in a mirror? I would like to... When we look into a mirror, we don't have any reflection. I would like to see what we look like. What the hell happened? What's in the elevator? Is it something over here? Hello? Was it that? Oh god, okay, thanks. Better have a lantern in here. No, just a jump scare that's not even really a jump scare, but it was. Climbing this? This is what crashed, isn't it? So if I came over here, this wouldn't have looked like this? There... Okay. It looked like there was no hole, and then suddenly there was. Oh, we opened the door. Now we don't have to climb up and down like that. Wait a minute, this is... Oh, this is on the other side. I need to go look at that, though. Wait, that means I can... Okay, before... Okay, go back up. Don't close the doors on me, please. It's dark up here. Hi. He's just standing there. Menacingly. You're lucky this door is holding me back, buddy. Is he going to be gone when I leave this room? There's nothing in this room. You still there, buddy? Oh, you are still there. Alright. What if I come over here? To the teaching room where they all observe. Dear Dr. Mulder, the books you requested are now available in the archive. You may pick them up at your convenience. Here's the new entry code, 89981. Okay, there's another code. 89981. Wait, can I close the door to get through? No. So is that all that's here? Yeah, it looks like it. Wait. Is there something? No, it's just scissors. Or the forceps. Okay. Down we go. Now what about down here? Okay, never mind. Let's go in here. Where are we right now? Wait a minute. Are we?
Impossible. Locked as well.
We should have tried this door from the other side and have it say that. But I think I know where we are. Well, yeah, the door's open now. Why is the door open now?
Some of the rooms are completely trashed. I didn't expect the asylum to be in such a state of decay.
I still don't understand you. So I need to get to the library, which is where? Here, the archive. 8, 9, 9, 8, 1. For the psychology test using the Rorschach, how do you pronounce it again? Inkblot test, we will use the following code to name the plates. This way, the patient will not be able to obtain information about the evaluation unless their therapist deems it appropriate. And then all the codes. So which one do we need? Today's code to open the key box, the moth. Okay, so the moth is the one I need. Which is 4? Zero, 0, 1, 0, 0. I mean, I can try them all if I really need to. Zero, 0, 1, 0, 0. Hey, I'm smart. There's only one key. The lift. I can finally get into the lift. Anything else in here? No? Okay. Oh wait, but there was one room I didn't get into, right? Because I climbed the thing. I think it's too late to explore that room. I should have explored it earlier, apparently. I have missed my chance to explore that room, apparently. Also, the lift was on this floor anyway. Let's go to... Zero's the ground floor, so we're on the first floor. So, A? Are there achievements in the game? There are. So that room, if I was supposed to get in there before it collapsed, that could be an achievement, I guess. That's a problem. Okay, we'll go back to the second one. Because that's the one where we saw him standing, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Can't open that. Can I open this now? Nope, can't. That's the Black Void. What about this? Nothing. This couch is kind of blocking some of the books, you know. I mean, it's nice to be comfortable and all, but was the doorway right here? Doesn't feel like there was a doorway here. Was it just like a wall that came down here? So empty spot? What's going on in here? Art. Is this Elodie's room? This might be Elodie's room. Hello, Mitz. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Hello, Raiders. How was Marvel Rivals? I hope you had lots of wins. Lots of kills. For those who don't know, my name is Carl Wolf. I'm a daily streamer and variety gamer, especially a story gamer. I play visual novels, RPGs, adventure games, point-and-click adventure games, survival games, and I play horror games every Sunday. And today is Tuesday, or Adventure Game Day, so we are playing the last case of John Morley, some mystery detective game that came out pretty recently. I think this month or last month. So far, we're looking into a murder case that took place 20 years ago of someone from a noble family, Lady Margaret, whose daughter was murdered 20 years ago. And the cops apparently just locked up some thieves and said that they were the culprit, just to be done with it. But that apparently they were not the ones who did it, so we're looking into capturing the real killer. So she hired us. But things may not be as it seems. Merry Christmas from your friends at... Merry Christmas, everyone. That reminds me. Raiders, Merry Christmas. Because it is a day before Christmas Eve. The fact that it said that in this game. Well, this is taking place in the 1940s. Oh, your office. Oh, do I have a code for you? It's a 5 number. I don't have another code yet. Perhaps in here. What is this? The myth of psychology. In the shadows of forgotten myths lies the story of Psyche, the soul herself, driven by longing to reunite with her lost love, Cupid, also known as Eros, god of love, desire, and irresistible attraction. Her path leads downward, into the depths of the underworld. There, she must retrieve a golden box said to contain a trace of Persephone's beauty. Persephone, goddess of spring and fertility, and yet also the somber queen of the dead. But Psyche is warned, do not open the box. Still, hope is a dangerous thing. Perhaps she believed that a touch of divine beauty would make her worthy again in Cupid's eyes. Perhaps it was simply curiosity, that old companion of tragedy. She opens the box. But there is no beauty inside, only darkness. A deathly sleep seeps out, wrapping her in silence. Her body falls still, suspended between life and death. And so she enters the hidden kingdom, the realm of madness. Interesting. Never heard that one before. I can know Persephone and whatnot. Okay. What's this? Do you have a code on you? Internal note on patient organization and cataloging. For the swift and proper cataloging of patients, a system of labeling is employed in which each patient is assigned a number corresponding to the room they occupy. I figured that much out. I have one for Elodie's room, wherever that is. There's 3 mail rooms I can open. I don't have any codes for them though. The passcode to access each patient's cell is the discharge number assigned upon admission. This number must be consulted in the admissions register or in the individual patient record. Should a patient be transferred to another location within the institution, their cataloging will be amended according to the new room to which they are assigned. Patients classified as dangerous, whether to themselves or to others, are housed in the basement in specially adapted cells designed to ensure their isolation and safety, such as the B guys, B03 and all the others. This area is designated as Area B, yeah. The ground floor contains the common areas of the establishment, such as the kitchen, dining hall, and administrative office, where matters relating to paperwork are handled. A small first aid room and the archive containing all records and documents pertaining to staff and inmates are also located here. The doctor's offices are situated on the second floor, which is the designated area for medical care. However, an exception is made for the office of Dr. Mulder, the director of the sanatorium, who occupies the third floor. The director. Not just the doctor, but the director. On the second floor, one will also find the rooms of male patients, Area M, and female patients, Area F. It is important to note that the attic, which was previously used as a recreation room and for therapeutic activities, has been permanently closed due to its unsuitable and unsafe structural condition. This system of organization and cataloging has been designated to maintain proper control and safety of all inmates, as well as to ensure efficiency in the management of the various sections of the asylum. I like how it's basically the same way that Lady Margaret started running her home. The separation of areas. That didn't give me a code, though. Oh wait, I missed something over there. What's a sludge? Marine. Finally, patient 1365 has returned the book. Every time they borrow it, it takes a month to bring it back. When it's not him, it's that girl. I can't even imagine how many times they've read it. But there are other patients who have also requested it, and I've made the decision to take it off the shelf and place it under the custody of the one who opened the golden box. If anyone asks for it, it will be there. P.O. Wolson, librarian of the Westland Asylum. Or is it Volson? So, that guy in the... Do you mean Walter and Elodie? Are they using it to send notes to each other? For a month, though? It takes a month to bring it back. But I got another code. Okay, right. I still can't type in my OBS. 1365. And what was the other one? The other one was... I'll type it again. The other one was 2546. But that doesn't get me to the office yet, so I'll have to go check on that. Wait, what is this? I haven't been in here yet. What's this?
Patient recording, Elodie Fordside, February 3rd, 1922. Daily record number 23. Let us begin. How are you feeling today, Miss Fordside?
I feel well.
I keep switching between
Elodie,
Fort and Ford for her
we have
name.
discussed this before. If you do not tell me how you truly feel, we will make no progress.
I feel a little sad.
But this is the girl that got murdered 20 years ago.
Here. I miss my mother and having company. So much time with nothing to do makes me think of things I do not wish to think of.
I see. Listen, Elodie. I believe you are looking at this the wrong way. If, instead of dwelling on what you call dark thoughts, you were to focus on possibilities, your outlook would change entirely. A young, beautiful woman such as yourself should look to the future with excitement. Think of all the adventures that lie ahead. Your family, your career as a painter. Perhaps even finding a man.
Like you.
A man of good standing. One who could protect you from your demons.
A man?
Tell me, Elodie, is there no man...
He's talking about himself.
Your heart?
What in God's name do you think you're doing?
Miss Fordside, you may go. We shall continue later.
Ah!
Very well.
Have you lost your mind? Where is your professionalism?
Out the window, apparently.
Do not presume to judge my methods with your oh-so-righteous reading therapy.
Methods? The entire hospital is whispering about you. She is a patient, Dr. Mulder, and she is mentally unwell.
Listen, Ferdinand. Stay out of my affairs, and I shall stay
No.
out of yours. Or have you forgotten which one of us is the director of this institution?
That doesn't mean you get to abuse your authority.
But if I ever witness such a scene again, I
Based.
will not remain silent.
I unlocked all the characters?
Damn fool.
Oh. Wait. Damn fool. So I've got all the characters. Age 18 at the time of death. Lady Margaret's daughter, Elodie was sent to a sanatorium after showing signs of minor psychiatric troubles. At just 18, she met her end, murdered in cold blood while she slept in the family mansion. Something doesn't sit right about the way her story was left to rest. Unfinished. Walter Brennan, age 30? You let her bring a 30-year-old man home with her? I mean, yeah, she's 18, but... A young captain in the merchant navy and a daring adventurer. After surviving a shipwreck and spending months stranded on a remote island, he sought recovery at the sanatorium. It was there that he met Elodie, and amidst the shadows of recovery, their romance blossomed, a spark in place and where hope often feels out of reach. What fate befell Walter Brennan in the wake of Elodie's tragic death? Oh, I'm thinking it might be a case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. A shadowy figure, always lurking with a blade in hand. His origins are shrouded in mystery. No one knows who he is or what drives him. Yet, when he's near, the air turns cold, and danger feels like an inevitable companion. You can sense him in the darkness, watching, waiting. His motives are elusive as the shadows he haunts. Who the devil is this man? Is he the true killer of Elodie? What could he possibly be seeking in the mansion 20 years after the murder? Right, so he'd be 50 now. Age 54, head of maintenance at Westland. His ability to fix any malfunction, and above all, his kind nature towards the patients, made him a beloved and popular figure within the asylum. Traces of his presence can still be found throughout the building. It is possible that the county authorities continue to pay him a small stipend to ensure this historic estate is maintained at a minimal level of preservation. So that's why there's fresh food down there. So he comes here. Florence Norman, age 25, fresh out of the nursing school, Miss Norman found a position at this institution. Her academic record was outstanding, and the hospital's management had no hesitation in hiring her as an assistant to head nurse Selma. Florence's youth and enthusiasm contrast sharply with the strictness and rigidity of Nurse Cretan, whose protocols and rules feel suffocating to Florence. Age 64, head nurse Cretan is a woman with a strong temperament. She does not tolerate disagreements or being contradicted in any way. Deep down, her wariness and disinterest show, a result of deep apathy after so many years trapped in a routine she cannot escape. Despite her strict rules, everyone considers her an excellent professional with many years of experience behind her. Chardonnay, age 38, represents the modern approach that society should take towards mental illness. His innovative techniques and insatiable hunger for experimentation have opened new doors in the care and treatment of patients. One experiment, in particular, has drawn interest. He allowed a group of male and female patients to interact freely and found that their spirits calmed, reaching remarkable levels of emotional stability. And that's how Elodie and Walter met, I guess? Dr. Mulder, age 42, hitting on an 18-year-old girl. Dr. Mulder represents the other face of psychiatric medicine. Arrogant and vehement. He exudes an air of contempt and underestimation towards patients. A firm supporter of shock therapy and violence, of course. He harbors strong aversion to Dr. Chardonnay's innovative treatments and actively hinders his experiments whenever possible. Recently, he has shown an unusual interest in a patient named Elodie, even going so far as to remove her from Dr. Chardonnay's care, under whom she had been showing significant improvement. Actually, let me look at the case. Okay, so we got 6 left. So we've made our way. We're almost done, it seems like. Which makes sense. We are almost at the 3-hour mark. 5 minutes. It did say about 3.5 hours. Anything else in here? Is that it? I have codes. I guess I gotta go down and open one of the mail rooms. Do you open? You do not. Alright, well, I'll just use the elevator. It's on 1, wasn't it? It was over here. And it's one of these, I guess. Actually, yeah, it's one of these. So we have 1, 3, 6, 5. Is it yours? Oh, it was. First try. Walter's room? I was going to say, is it going to be Walter's room?
A ship's old helm, tied to the bed.
It is.
As if it were the quarterdeck of a vessel.
Because when it said Elodie and him, I assume that I already have Elodie's number, so the other numbers must be Walter's, and it is. Oh, hello. What key is this for?
This must be the key to the attic. Let's see where it leads.
Why was there no subtitles, and why did you sound a bit different? Dear Walter, there's something about you that I cannot ignore. A quiet strength. A resolve that feels unshakable. The thought of all you've endured fills me with a kind of admiration I can scarcely put into words. You are unlike anyone I've ever met. And yet, I wonder if you sense it too. Those stolen glances. The way time seems to pause when our eyes meet. Perhaps it's nothing, or perhaps it's everything. So she came on to him. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the night watchman rarely checks the attic on weekends. Some evenings, during those quiet moments before we're all sent to bed, I like to slip away and wander up there. There's a peculiar stillness in that place, a kind of peace I find nowhere else. Tonight, at 7 sharp, I think I might take one of the little walks. Perhaps I'll find the calm even sweeter. Yours, Elodie.
Stella Maris. That was the name of the ship captained by Walter Brandon.
Was he even a captain, or did you make him think he was? Did you cultivate a personality that thought it was a captain? So these are the male wards, so my other number is Melodies, so that's not going to work here. The female ward should be on the other side, shouldn't it? Yeah, but I can't get to it. Not at this time. To the attic. Where'd the chain go? Wasn't there a chain? Am I wrong? Well, I guess I'm going over here. Our island.
A pair of scissors and a comb. Elodie put in real effort to make him fit the mold of her ideal hero.
Wait, wait a minute. I still can't see myself. I feel like the plot twist is it's gonna be us or something.
Hair on the chair, strands on the floor. This is where the transformation took place.
Patient 1365 became Walter Brandon. So he is the long hair guy. Oh.
She remade patient 1365 in the image of her most secret
So he's
longings.
B03. Okay.
An alarm clock.
Most likely, they used it to slip back to the second floor.
Most
before
likely,
anyone...
they used it to slip back to the second
What?
floor before anyone
The
noticed
hell?
they were gone. Every detail planned to perfection by Elodie.
What was with that long dramatic pause? Okay.
Their secret hideaway. Like two reckless teenagers, they started a romance. hidden from the prying eyes of doctors and nurses. For a while, they managed to keep their affair in the shadows, far from the eyes of doctors and nurses.
Okay. What's over here? Oh, there is stuff over here. Wait. It hurts over here. Wait. Okay, I'll be back. New key clue unlocked. Okay, nothing over here, I guess. I don't think I can jump. Oh, I can climb to. Okay. Alright, what is this then?
Powerful drugs for depression. Anxiolytics. The girl improved, but it seems the doctors were baffled by her mind.
I can see that.
Looks like Elodie found herself a little hideaway to keep practicing her dark craft.
So she didn't stop, she just hit it.
Elodie found painting, and with it, a way to spill the shadows that crawled through her mind.
So this is why she would come up here. This is what she would do alone. And then she invited Walter up here. Oh, you're still over here. Alright, break it up, you two. Break it up. Going down. Is this the female ward? I think it is.
The room's a draft scratched out and full of corrections.
Wow, what he was talking, what I miss out on. My dearest Walter, do not worry. Everything is in place. I know it won't be easy, but it is crucial that you take the first step. Once they grant you your discharge, everything will change. I'll be ready to follow you the moment you are out, in a safe place, far from here. When you speak with the doctors, I want you to repeat the words I've told you, with conviction, as though they are the only thing that matters. You did this. I was like, why would they let this guy go? Why? You got yourself killed because you hoped him to trick them into thinking he was fine, but he wasn't. The shadow is gone. It has vanished. You are now fully yourself once more. Tell them you regret everything that happened, that you cannot understand how you acted in such a way. Speak of how you have found peace in reading, how you now wish to live more serenely, with purpose. Make them see that the shadows no longer exist, that the darkness has completely faded. They must believe you are free. They must believe. So, do you know that that's not true? Or are you deluded? Oh, I know this is not entirely true, but I am certain that with effort you can control the shadow. You fool. You must do it for us, for what lies ahead. They do not see you as you are. They only see you as a mere piece in their game. We shall show them that they have no control over our fate. Once you are free, I shall request my discharge as well. My place will be with you, and together we shall make our way to Bloomsbury Manor. I love you, and I know that soon we will be free. Free into the afterlife. And this will all be behind us, and everything we've dreamed of will begin to come true. With all my love, Elodie.
She goaded him into leaving the sanatorium. That man was desperately ill. But Elodie's selfishness outweighed what little sense she had. She pushed him too far. If I pieced this together correctly, that Walter was never really Walter at all. There was another personality. She called it the Shadow, a dominant, dangerous force that surfaced again and again in his life. The threads are beginning to unravel, but I need to see this through. What truly happened to Walter Brandon?
So I was right, DID. a multiple personality thing. A Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. Dear Elodie, it has been some weeks since you requested a private session. As both your physician and your friend, I find myself troubled, unable to cast aside the thought of the solitude you spoke of those weeks past. Solitude of which you have not since uttered a word. These days, burdened as I am with duty, I shall be confined to my office until the late hours of the night. Should you, at any moment, feel the impulse, or the need, for company, do not hesitate to visit me. The code to enter my office is 39124. Dr. Mulder, you creep. Are we back? I see green bars again. Hang on. We're back, but the Twitch app is not back. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. I can hear myself again. Did my code did not go through? I typed it and pushed enter, and that's when my internet just went down or something, I guess. But we're back. I got the code.
This letter. At the very least, it's highly inappropriate.
Yes, highly. He's a creep. So I saw this in the attic. They made it like... They made her room an island. Wait, did they all have their own toilets? Can't open that. It's dark. This should be where... Whoa. Yeah, this is where it crashed, so I can't go that way, so I gotta go back up the rope. Come on, put your arms... Put your back into it. Well, they're gone. Wait, it goes higher. Okay. Is there doors up here? There might be, but I can't see them. Wait, it goes higher. And then it just dead ends here. Is there a point to this? Can you even get up there? And it does come all the way up here. Anyway, we're going back to, 2. Because now I got the code. So it is 3. Nope, wrong way. 3, 9, 1, 2, 4. Hello.
Patient number 1365
Are you naked?
returns after an absence of 4
No.
months.
Oh.
He's in a state of utter disorientation,
perspiration pouring off him, and good heavens, there's a severe wound to the skull. His clothes and hands are covered in blood, and it doesn't appear to be his own. He cannot recall his name, nor anything that's happened during these past months. Seems to have found his way back here more by some strange instinct than by memory itself. The personality once known as Walter has vanished entirely, as has the entity we refer to as the Shadow.
What's his real name?
Though, given his nature, I cannot say with certainty it isn't still lurking beneath the surface.
It definitely is.
We have treated cases of dissociative identity before,
DID.
but never one such as this. His appearance, his voice, even his build and weight change quite drastically. Now he looks frail, gaunt, empty, as though there's nothing inside, as though he were but an empty shell, waiting to be occupied. His condition calls for far stricter supervision. This institution is no longer equipped to care for him. I am ordering his immediate transfer to St. Dymphna Hospital.
Dymphna.
Dr. Former, a specialist in matters such as this, will take him under his care. As I near the end of my tenure as director, I must see this case brought to a decisive close. The blood upon his hands, the emptiness in his eyes, all point to an act of the gravest kind. One his mind appears to have erased entirely. God help us, if the Shadow should ever wake again.
I mean, not gonna lie, it feels like he should just be put down for good.
So it
if
seems
he's that
Walter
dangerous.
came back to the sanatorium of his own accord, though he was utterly incapable of recalling what he'd done. They moved him to St. Dymphna's Hospital. Could he still be there after 20 years? What became of him? I'll have to follow this lead.
Oh, we're going there now? I didn't get to explore the rest of the office. I hope I didn't... Okay, well... The missing piece. The visit to the old sanatorium had left more questions than answers. The pieces didn't fit. Scattered fragments of a puzzle missing its center. That one elusive detail, the thread that could unravel everything, remained just out of reach. Perhaps the modern hospital held the final clue. The last chance to shed light on the mystery, still shrouding the death of Elodie Fordside. I'm still feeling like somehow this is going to end up being Us or something. Like that movie, 23, with Jim Carrey, where he started finding clues about this number. And what did it start with? Like a book that he found? And he was following the ramblings of it. I think like this diary or journal or something. And in the end, it just ended up being his, actually.
That man returned to the new sanatorium, remembering practically nothing. Maybe it was the wound Lady Margaret left him. Or maybe his mind shattered and never came back after what happened that night. As for me, I was hired to find the one who killed Elodie Fordside, and my intuition told me they were still there, in the depths of St. Dymphna. I sensed that the end of the road was waiting for me in that place.
Okay. St. Dymphna. So if I go to the case... Oh, I missed two of them. No, I missed two of them. Unless we're here at the end with those two. But it feels like I missed them. Why are you... What happened to this? Why are you so slow, even when running? Wait, maybe that's why we have nightmares about the forest. And that nightmare about the thing coming out of the river. Is that the shadow, maybe? Let me guess, I gotta go in here. Is that a bullet hole?
Can't very well saunter in through the front door as if nothing's amiss. I'll need to find another way in.
What do you mean? Is this place still in business? I guess it is, actually. Is it? Because then what's with this? And what's with the broken bench? And even this over here. Another way in. That? That window? Yep, we're in. And it's suddenly very windy outside. Okay, this is a stealth mission now. I guess.
It's locked.
Yes, it is. Hello? Anybody here? If you feel torn. Ooh, keys. I like keys. Annette, I've stored the copy of the dispensary keys you requested in the storage room file cabinet. Lisa. Or Liza, I guess? Since it was a Z. Okay. The Swimming Doctor? What are you ladies reading?
It's locked.
Yeah. Employee of the month, but there's no name. I guess everyone will recognize her anyway, but still. The patient must trust his psychiatrist. Is the key for...
The night shift nurses are behind this door. I need to find another way into the hallway to the rooms.
Okay. This isn't the hospital we came from, is it? We started the game in a hospital. It's a psychiatrist's ward, but still. Psychiatric ward. Got a key. Someone's calling? Wait, was that coming from the phones down here? The thing is, I didn't even hear it ringing until I heard it coming from the stream. No. Like, I got the headphones of the game to my right ear and the earbud to my phone of the stream on my left ear. And all I heard was the ringing to my left ear. To My Heart, a romance directed by Silver Screen Pictures. Why is that there? Oh. A makeshift little front desk area, I see. Interesting. Smart, I guess. Wait, does this place look familiar? Wait a minute. This is my room. Wait a minute. This is the hospital. This was my room at the beginning of the game. Is that going to be a detective novel? Oh god, it is. The John Morley cases. The case of the red shoes. Oh god.
John Morley and the case of the red shoes. What the devil does this mean?
It's... We're not John Morley. He's not even real. Hi.
Margaret.
That fateful night, I was startled by the noise. Those wretched cries of agony from dear Elodie. I rushed to her chambers, and there you stood, stained with the blood of the one soul I cherished above all others in this world. The housekeeper had warned me, but I turned a deaf ear. Elodie was finally happy, even amidst your incessant bouts of volatility. Yet, with the passage of time, your demeanour darkened. More and more frequently, that sinister presence lurking within you began to surface, each appearance more violent than the last. Elodie no longer gazed upon you with the starry-eyed affection of a smitten young woman. The atmosphere in this house grew suffocating, fraught with an unbearable tension. That very afternoon I spoke with her. She had resolved to end your engagement. You seemed, or so I dared hope, to have accepted it with grace. But that night, that very night, you ended her life in the most savage manner imaginable. I threw myself upon Elodie, desperate to save her. But alas, it was far too late. Months later, I learned you had returned voluntarily to the sanatorium. I sought answers and immersed myself in understanding the afflictions that plagued you. Dissociative identity disorder,
DID.
they called it. A condition in which one might host multiple identities, each vying for dominion over the body. But the man confined in that bleak institution was not the shadow, not the fiend who had stolen my daughter. No, he was but the shell, the hapless vessel. And I yearned to find the true culprit, not the facade, the murderer himself. Thus I devised my plan. I came to visit you, and just as Elodie had done, I crafted a new role for you, a new identity to inhabit. I brought books, personal artifacts.
I was about to say,
penned
it was
letters
Penny.
as Penny. I leased an office and prepared every detail meticulously.
Okay, you're answering all my questions. I was about to say, because we went to an office and Penny and everything.
Return as John Morley. Everything had to be flawless. And why, you may ask? To make you remember, to awaken the shadow, to summon forth the murderer from the abyss of your fractured mind. John Morley is a good man. Walter Brandon was a spirited young sailor, brimming with love for Elodie. But the shadow was a merciless, unrepentant killer. I wanted to destroy the murderer who had stolen my daughter. But I could never bring myself to harm an innocent man.
As long as I'm innocent.
My obsession, my singular purpose, was to awaken the shadow.
I knew it. Wait, but we were still John. Okay. That was pretty obvious. As soon as I saw, like, the part where... Oh, I didn't even think about the fact that we were on the second floor, actually, now that I think about it. But the part where we saw, Walter looking out the window with the crazy guy outside it, and Walter being like, he's here, he's followed me. I started to think, wait a minute. You know, what if it was I didn't even think about, actually, that was the second floor. How was he even outside the window like that? I'm just now realizing that, but I started to think, wait, what if that's actually him? Because there were other people talking about the man that had been brought into the house and the way he was and whatnot. And it's like, well, that has to be Walter then. And if Walter's talking about seeing this guy and whatnot, it's got to be like a personality thing. But then when we started seeing the guy in the beard, and it felt questionable if he was even there. Because, like, he would just suddenly appear, and then act like he was coming towards us, and then he never would. He would never find us. And he always disappeared. And I started to wonder, what if it's us? What if somehow we've now become a detective in all these years? I don't know, it just gave off very obvious vibes, especially, like I said, I've seen the movie 23, which is not personalities thing, but like there's some overlap there with like the whole, like, he went through this whole crazy thing and then buried it and became a new person, only to somehow, some way find the old stuff and start going down that path, that rabbit hole of following this other person and their madness, only to realize that he was actually that person all along. It just reminded me of that movie. I don't think that movie dealt with DID, but this one did. That was fun though, I like that. Even if it was obvious, it was fun to see it all play out. And obviously I didn't know, like, I was like, if it was us, how did we become a detective? And I thought the detective thing maybe was real somehow, like he actually became a detective. Although I was thinking maybe the sailor thing was actually real, and he had developed some madness. But the sailor thing wasn't even real, like none of it was real at all. So she set us up, interesting. That was fun, I like that. Now I just need a thumbnail, because it is over now. Let me turn off. I cannot interact with my OBS at all. Oh, that means I can't even stop the recording. I'm going to have to, like, force shut down my OBS. This is the second time. Some time ago, it did this before, where I couldn't interact with my OBS, even though I'm able to stream. Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, I just need a thumbnail. If I push play, we're able... Continue? Continue where? The missing piece? I'm inside. So I just need a thumbnail. Should I get it of my room? I could go back to the beginning of the game. Or should I get it of this? Nah, let's get it of the book. Let's get it of my room in the book. I hear them ringing. I can't answer them. Well, I heard them this time. Alright, let's move this again. Move that. I like the twist? Yeah. It was only obvious to... I mean, I saw other reviews talk about the ending being obvious, so I understand what they mean now. Some people it would be obvious, but I feel like to those where it's obvious, it's part of because of seeing this kind of stuff often. Because like I said, I had the movie 23, and I have other stuff that I don't remember the titles of that have some form of this kind of thing. Kinda. But yeah, we'll get a... I don't want the eyeball on it, though. Well, I don't have a choice. If I bring it up, it automatically goes into dialogue that I don't click through. I wish I could, like, bring it up to my face and get a shot of that. We'll just do this. We'll get a shot of this. That'll work. But yeah, I like that. I enjoyed this game quite a lot. Very pretty game. The environments were good. The voice acting wasn't always there for some reason. There were parts where there was like a few lines that didn't get voice acted, and then there was that one in the attic where he said the start of it, and then it was a long pause where I thought there wasn't any more voice acting, so I started to read it, only for him to actually finish the sentence. That was weird. And then there was a lot of spelling errors where they misspelled Elodie's name and her first name and her last name multiple times. But other than that, the game played well. No bugs. Yeah, no bugs. Just spelling errors. Weird voice acting bits, I guess. But the voice acting itself was good. I enjoyed it. And the little flashbacks and everything. The flashbacks, I guess it probably makes more sense that it wasn't just us being a super detective imagining that stuff. That probably was more of our actual memories of that stuff, or at least some of it. Maybe the melody stuff was us being a sort of detective, or maybe we were actually always watching. Maybe we were like sneaking around seeing that stuff. Those don't feel like those should be memories. I don't know. The other stuff feel like those are probably just our actual memories. But I enjoyed this a lot, so I hope to see more from them. Do they have other games? Let me see. Indigo Studios. They have Portrait of a Thorn. Oh? I should check that out. And they have 7 Doors. Solve challenging puzzles and experience seven different atmospheres. So it's a puzzle game. But the other one, as a young soldier returning to an eerily deserted home, you'll explore enigmatic rooms and uncover a haunting, tragic story, experience an atmospheric journey filled. So that sounds like something I would want to play. So this is their 3rd game, it looks like. 7 Doors was 2020, Portrait of a Thorn was 2024, and this one is recent, November 27, 2025. So yeah, I definitely want to check out the Portrait of a Thorn. Ooh, don't do that. It put me back in the game. But yeah, we'll call it there, because it's over. So I'll find someone to raid. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me. For those who were in chat and those who were just lurking, I appreciate it as always. And thank you, Mitz, for the raid again. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a good morning, day, or night, whatever time it is for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. Oh, it's lagging. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna bring up the raid messages. Raid 1, raid 2. Let's see who we're raiding. Mikon is playing Focus with Your Avatar. Jay is playing Dead by Daylight. Barry's playing Valheim. Cheeky's doing Art.
A man sits deep in gloom.
Producer's doing Doll's Nest. Sounds like a horror game.
Pen held tight in hand, sketching dreams that understand. Walls may close, the night may fall, but his spirit
Let's do Barry, I think.
stands tall. Lines he draws are doors that lead to worlds where dreams are free. With a pen he built his dreams, turning silence into streams. In his mind he's never alone, crafting realms he calls his own. Paper whispers, secrets told, journeys inked in black and bold. Mountains climb or rivers bend in the world that he can mend. He may be confined and still, yet his heart is wild with thrill. Through each line a sky so wide, in his world he takes Stars that gleam in darkest night. With a pen his spirit sings, soaring high on high.